Yeah. Seasons freezing in the summer. I got that heat, it gon' keep me comfy. Believe me, gotta keep it from 'em. Can't give 'em nothing, I keep 100. Like seasons freezing in the summer. I got that heat, it gon' keep me comfy. Believe me, gotta keep it from 'em. Can't give 'em nothing, I keep 100. Like seasons, praying for my mother. I don't know God, but it made me wonder what's the problem. Who be watching over? Let me get a sign that they call shoulder. And the pennies don't shine when there's no water. And the electrical bill pass through the model. And you gotta stay strong for your son and daughter. I stay looking for a chest so it don't get harder. Anything gon' get into that other shit. Be getting depressed in the booth when I'm letting shit. I just bought a pistol cause I saw to see the world going mad. And they doing all that extra shit. Gotta look alive, stay alive. Gotta look out for my brothers and my sisters.
This vacation is exactly what I needed. All right, Jack. Say your mantras. I will not fantasize about killing Tyler Roberts. I will stop fantasizing about strangling Austin. I will stop hitting Kevin. Too much. Breathe in and exhale. Breathe in. Damn it, Kevin! Kevin, yes. Yes, I was meditating to help with my anger issues. Yes, it's working. What do you mean I have to get back to work? I'm still on vacation. No, Kevin, I'm not going back to work. No, Kevin, I have 2 Japanese girls coming to give me a full body massage, and I had to pay them extra to put on those schoolgirl outfits. What do you mean you canceled it? What do you mean I have to focus more on my work? Kevin? I don't. Now, where was I? That's right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and genders all across the spectrum for the next episode of Jivin with Jack. The last 2 weeks didn't count. I'm just joking. First of all, before we get started, we have a lot to talk about. I want to thank Austin, Caden, and Tyler, who did all the shows while I was gone. I genuinely appreciate it. I'm a little bit worried because Austin's better than I am, and I don't want him to take over. That is why I supported him to get his own show. Make sure you check out Lean On Me. It's a variety show every Monday night. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. You know what? I'm forgetting what I have to say. So you know what I do need? I need help. I need help from the man with the $1 million voice. Let me bring in the former host of Jivin with Jack, Austin Lean 316. Come on in, Austin.
What is up, man? What is up? Welcome back. I've missed that intro, man. I've missed those intros. It's good to have you back, man. How you doing? Good. I know. Look, we heard you've been kidnapped at first.
Yes.
And then you escaped, thankfully, because we could not afford that ransom. Let me tell you what they were asking for money.
But you know what? I will say this: the Italian mafia does feed you well.
They do well. Really. That is very well. That's nice to know. And I'm sure you get some like nice wines and cheeses and things like that. You know, they're civilized people. They're civilized people.
Very.
But you know, some people have missed you, man.
Really?
You know, we got Billy missed you. He said, RJ said Jack is back. What's up, RJ?
There we go.
Let's see. Roblox said, "Yo,
Hey, what's up, guys?
I got that
KFC Wi-Fi today.
Jack is whack. I mean, back.
Hashtag cancel Jack. Oh my goodness.
Cancel Jack, baby. Yeah, man. What's Adam said Jack is returning today. Yes. There he is.
There
in
he
the
is.
flesh, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. Look at that beautiful face.
There he is.
Look at that.
Look at all that.
Tanned, shiny,
Yep.
hair, mohawked and everything. Faux hawks.
Everything.
Look at that. Love it.
Jared Cullen, not Rogaine.
Right. But yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat. As always, guys, you guys are the best. But how have you been, man? What you been up to? You've missed quite a bit.
I missed quite a bit, and part of today we're covering some news, and then you're going to fill me in a little bit on all that we missed. I actually bought a brand new mattress, and you can actually see it now. I bought one of those Helix sleep mattress. Hey, Helix, you want to be a sponsor? Let us know. I can give a free review, but it's actually a phenomenal mattress. Yeah.
And unboxed.
Venom, hey, gave the bomber. People missed me. I was like, you know what? They're going to be like, thank God he's gone. And we just have Austin. Oh, thank you, Gabe.
They kept asking me every time, where's Jack? And I was like, I'm all you're going to get right now. Yeah. This is it. This is it.
Yeah,
No, I've got Jack is flexing himself.
I actually have been hitting the gym a little bit, picking up weights. Usually I do insanity, just light weighting. Weightlifting. Right. Wow.
I've been hitting the gym as well myself, actually. Yeah. What I do is I take 2 large liter Coke bottles, put them in the freezer, and then I lift for a couple. And then I just start throwing it at a wall till it breaks, and then make a nice little slushy, and then sit down and drink it. But Jack spent some family time. I saw he did. You saw Shang-Chi with the family. That was nice.
But we have a lot to talk about today. I think we're talking. We're going to cover. You're going to fill me in because, folks, I actually took some break off social media. In fact, you didn't see me in the Twitter group chat we have. You didn't see me on Discord. I actually took some time off, so I have no idea what's happened the last 2 weeks. But before we get into that, I understand Ty was telling me that we're doing some kind of Justice League giveaway.
Yes, as always, before we get started with the show, we got to do our housekeeping. So, guys, this month, if you're a member of the channel or become a member of the channel, you're going to be entered to win a copy of Zack Snyder's Justice League on Blu-ray from Ty. We'll be sending that out. So make sure, join the membership this month. Starts at $2.99. That's the lean on me option. It's the best option, if you know what I'm saying. But starts at $2.99, and it gets you eligible to win these cool things. And this is only the first of many things that we're going to be doing and giving away. Trust me when I say I've been getting things and putting things away and saving them for giveaways and fun stuff like that. So we're definitely going to be doing that a lot more. Also, guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe this video. As always, we love engaging with you in the chat. We love talking with you. We love hearing your opinions, and we love pissing Jack off. So make sure and disagree with him as much as you possibly can.
I'm doing my meditations, man. I'm trying.
Right.
What happened?
There you go. But yeah, and then as always, I know we don't have the list right here, and I'm tempted to pull it up because I just
pull it up. It's on the. Yeah. Go ahead and pull it up.
Okay, yeah, we got to shout them out. I just love our members. It's not even on the lean on me. Shout out Ty. It's let's see, it's got to be somewhere. Here, there we go. All righty, guys. Shout out to our members. As always, you guys are the best. Saggy Melons, Benson's, Prakash Wayne, DC Talk with Extended, T Rob, That One Carlos, Resident Justice, Billy Robert, Nick Carr, John Rodell, Justin Hines, Kinky Sphincter, Caden Reed, Sean Adame, Jack DePalma, and Nick DePalma, Jack S. Wow, I put Jack and DePalma. Whoa. Good morning, Nick DePalma, Jack S., Roblox Marvel Ultimate, and Adam Silvestri. You guys are the absolute best. You're the lifeblood of the channel. We can't thank you enough. And like I said, guys, there's going to be a lot more incentives, a lot more fun things, and exclusive for people who do join the memberships and are a part of that. So make sure and be on the lookout for that. Jack?
Yeah. So we do have a lot of news to talk about. We're going to talk a little bit about the Hawkeye trailer, the Snyder Cut kind of controversy, Chris Nolan leaving Matrix 4. We're even going to touch on Bennifer. But as we were working on today's show, you, me, and Ty, something unfortunately happened. This was a shock to all of us. Norm Macdonald, the legendary Norm Macdonald, one of the greatest SNL alums, comedian, actor, passed away at age 61. Unfortunately, he had been battling cancer. This was not big news. It kind of reminded me a little bit of Chadwick Boseman. It was just suddenly dropped on us. And we do want to talk about him a little bit, kind of send a little bit of tribute. He was probably arguably from like what's considered the greatest generation of SNL, that sort of late 80s, early 90s SNL era. And
Yes.
oh, there we go. Him. That was one of my favorite bits where he played Burt Reynolds on Celebrity Jeopardy. He was just and he would always come back. Even after he left SNL, he would come back for those Celebrity Jeopardy skits. And his movies were funny. I feel like they're not talked about as much. That's him as Bob Dole.
Dude, he was absolutely I was really actually it was funny. Me and you were preparing for the show. Me, you, and Tyler were preparing for the show when this news broke. And I'll be honest, I got like a little teared up because I was a big fan of his growing up. I loved SNL. I loved just all of his comedy. I remember he would always be that random character that would just say the weirdest stuff. I would remember I would watch the roasts as a kid, the Comedy Central roast. I remember he did one of Bob Saget. I was just
oh my god.
Oh my god! And he has a very specific and unique type of humor. There's literally I really can't say I think there's no other comedian like Norm Macdonald. Yeah. He was in his own just in his own
category.
That is category genre. He was so good. We were talking about I absolutely love on the SNL 40th anniversary episode.
Yeah.
He comes out as Burt Reynolds, which he would famously play on the Jeopardy. Yeah. And it's so funny because first of all, he's always playing Burt like Burt does not know where he is. Exactly. So it's just hilarious. And so that way so he's always playing Burt like that, and he comes in and they ask the question, who is the famous it was a question about Andre the Giant. I forgot what it was, but it was like, who is the famous, giant or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And so he goes, who is Andre the Giant? And Trebek is like, yeah, so that's right. No. I'm asking, who was Andre the Giant? Just things like so. He had a very dry, very unique sense of humor, and I was so sad. I'm so sad to see him go. He had a long battle with cancer, apparently, and that's very sad. So obviously,
it's funny you mentioned.
Go ahead. Yeah.
The Bob Saget roast. So usually, if you watch these Comedy Central roasts, they're really filthy. So he did this whole thing where he was like, I'm going to do these dry jokes like Bob Saget has the face of a flower. Yes,
oh my God.
A cauliflower. And the whole audience is like, wait, is that supposed to be funny? I don't get it.
Dude, I was dying already. And I love the way he says it. He looks at the audience after. He's like, how do you not get that joke? He said, things like that. He was he was hilarious. That I remember he said that. He called him. He said he has a face of a dog or something.
Yeah,
face or
it's
something.
not the only comparison you have with Rin Tin Tin. Your dog face, and everyone at the time didn't get it. They're like, "Oh, he's the best jokes." He was literally making fun of doing roasts by doing these sort of dry PG jokes.
It was phenomenal. It was phenomenal.
He was phenomenal. And one of my favorite movies, and this is one I recommend. It's from 2000. It's called Screwed. It's got Norm Macdonald, Dave Chappelle, Danny DeVito, the late great Elaine Stritch, and Sarah Silverman. And he plays this butler to Elaine Stritch, who's been treated like crap. So he fakes his own kidnapping with Dave Chappelle to get ransom money. It is hilarious, and DeVito's hilarious in it. And it's just a shame that he's gone. He's only 61, which in today's world is not that old. People just live longer, and it's a shame we didn't know much more about that. But any last thoughts on Norm?
I agree, man. I mean, look, I'm certainly going to miss his bits and his humor. I think he was one of the best. Truly, I really loved his work. A lot of celebrities are tweeting out, they're going to miss him. Jim Carrey mentioned that they were close and he was a good friend. And Conan O'Brien, there he is, it's Burt. My God, he's just hilarious, man. And just, I mean, really, it's tragic. It's just tragic. He's a talent that will, I think, really go on to have a massive legacy in the comedy world. And a lot of people looked up and loved him. So it's a sad day for sure.
A sad day for sure. And you know what? We'll keep talking about him down the line, because there's a lot of Norm Macdonald movies that I'm just not thinking of. Dirty Work is another one. And I'm sure
like I said, he had a lot of cameos. Like, I'm pretty sure he was in everything. Adam Sandler. They did a lot of fun stuff together, and he was in a lot. He ended up doing sports talk shows, later in life. That was pretty good and stuff. And he had a stand up on Netflix a couple of years ago that I'm probably going to rewatch, kind of in honor of him and stuff. And so, yeah, he is very versatile. He's been around a long time and very talented guy.
Yeah. And I'm almost confident whenever the next episode of SNL, I think, starts soon, that they do a little tribute for him. When the show, whenever
yes,
season,
I'm sure, and I would hope that is something that they do. Absolutely.
So, all right, folks, tell us what your favorite moments of Norm Macdonald are in the chats below, and let's get to it. So, as I was saying, it was not a bit. I actually have not really been in touch with all that has happened in the last 2 weeks. I saw Shang-Chi, by the way. I got to see opening night with my family. We even took a goofy picture in front of the Shang-Chi poster.
Right.
I know you guys did a review. I was surprised by how much I liked it. All of you guys know that I'm a little bit hard on Marvel. And I saw issues with it, but I did enjoy it a lot. I thought it was fresh. Aquafina, I'm not going to pretend. I know it's my job to know pop culture. I'm not too familiar with her, but I liked her. I thought she kind of maybe stole the show at times. She was a great side character. I wasn't too sold on his sister. She was kind of cool, but I felt like there was very little character development there. But I feel like they're saving that story for another day. But I genuinely enjoyed it. It was fresh. It was different. The last act, obviously you're going to have a big CGI fight. That's expected. Yeah. But the cameos made me laugh. The post-credit scene had me rolling with Wong. And I can't wait to see Shang-Chi. I hope he pops up soon in something else.
Oh, I'm sure Marvel has plans for that character. I mean, knowing the end credit scene and where things are leading, I'm sure Marvel has some plans. But I'm glad you liked it, man. It was a pleasant surprise for me. I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would. Yeah. So I'm happy if that's the direction Marvel is going. I'll accept that.
Exactly, and it felt like a different movie. Like, let's say you did put the Marvel logo in and you watch like the first 2/3 of it, you would not know it's a Marvel movie. And that's what I wanted a little bit more of. Like, play around with the story structure, play around with some of the themes. I thought this was way better than Black Widow. I think this was more interesting.
Oh, yeah.
It was a great use of, I think, characters of mythology, and just the way I like the Shang-Chi. It's sort of like a riches to rags to riches story, because he does come from a powerful family, and then he's a what do you call, a valet driver who knows kung fu.
Exactly. He's got and Aquafina's got the kind of traditional family and parents trying to get them together. Yeah, I thought it was great. There was a good. I was
kind of happy they didn't get together.
I was good. I'm glad that they didn't. Yes.
Like, just we don't see this often in a lot of movies, but like platonic male female friends, I kind of am okay with it, but they always have to kind of like get them together. I was kind of worried that's what they were doing in the Winter Soldier. The first time I saw the Winter Soldier, I'm like, oh, Cap's gonna hook up with Nat, but they didn't. That's not.
But that's the one relationship I did want to happen, though.
Yeah, I think I would have liked better than him and.
That's what I grew up with in kind of the animated shows and stuff. Was he hooks up with Black Widow? They have a kid that's like a mix of Black Widow and Captain America. So,
oh really? Maybe that would have been interesting.
Their son is a part of the Young Avengers.
Oh,
and so
it would have been interesting now that I think about, like, have the baddest or the nicest, purest guy of the Avengers with someone who does have red in her ledger. But what could she have a kid? I don't know if this Black Widow could have a kid.
Oh.
Unless, the super serum is really super. Maybe. You never know.
Hey, man. Super serum has more than just super strength power.
Yeah.
It's got super speed! No, okay.
I'm thinking that scene from Mallrats where they're talking about Clark Kent and Lois Lane having a kid and how that wouldn't work. Captain America, this is like,
you're right,
I can make anything possible.
Exactly, yeah. But I mean, yeah, there was the kid of Thor and Jane Foster was like the new
Which
Thor,
we might see.
Right? So there's definitely some interesting characters like Hope, obviously Hope, and was it Hope in that series or no? It was Hank and his then wife. Their child was the. Was in the Young Avengers. There was a couple cool characters in there. Young Avengers. There was like a little animated movie from Marvel. Like
I know
ago.
I've harped about this, but I was so sure they were going to bring Black Widow back. I'm like, why are they doing the movie now? Something's going to happen. Like at the end of the movie, where like they return the Soul Stone, and now that there's so much bad blood between her and Disney, to shame because in the MCU, no one ever really dies. They could figure out a way to bring Tony Stark back for a cameo or something. I'm not saying that's needed, but I hate that her character got sent off the way it did with what's happening in real life.
I have a hot take.
You have a hot take. All right, go ahead.
I prefer Lake Bell's voice Black Widow over Scarlett Johansson's live action Black Widow.
Really?
From what? Oh, I thought Lake Bell from What If.
Does she use
Black Widow? No.
Oh, okay.
Which is fine. But I just I thought Lake Bell was very much more a Black Widow than Scarlett Johansson. Yeah. Voice wise. So I don't know. Let's see. Adam says, did you guys watch Doom Patrol? What's up? No, so I haven't seen any of Doom Patrol, so I didn't watch it.
Did season 3 start?
I don't think so, no, but Ty got it early.
That's right. Ty got it early. I will watch it. That is what I'll watch live.
And with the other shows, he's seen so he's basically seen Titans and Doom Patrol.
Doom Patrol,
right
yeah.
Now. Yeah, those are the ones that we have that we've seen or that he's seen. So,
but by the way, during my break, I actually saw a couple of movies. I saw Respect, the Aretha Franklin movie.
Oh, okay.
It was really good. I was surprised by how much I liked it. It's a really good movie. It's a shame it's a small budget, so very few people are going to go see it. But it's a good biopic. Jennifer Hudson is scary, like how good she is. Like, it's her singing. It's not like they have another vocalist doing it. I saw Shang-Chi. I saw Candyman.
Oh. What'd you think of that?
I liked it because I love the original, and they did something new with it. Some people might not like how they change it, but it is a sequel. And I thought Nia DaCosta, I think is her name. It's been a while since I've seen good cinematography in a horror movie where the camera is actually telling you something by the way it's shot. That had a good cinematography, and I saw Malignant. A lot of people
I heard very good things about Malignant, actually.
Again, great cinematography, great atmosphere. It gives you that 70s, 80s horror vibe with the fog and the blue house and everything. Pulp Fiction poster. Yeah, I got a lot of Pulp Fiction stuff. That's a Grindhouse poster, by the way, with Death Proof and all that stuff.
Right.
I also saw The Night House. I don't know if you've heard of this. It was like an indie horror movie with Rebecca Hall.
I did hear about that. Yeah,
really good. I thought I knew where it was going. I enjoyed it. I appreciate some indie horror just because they're trying to less CGI, practical stuff, and Rebecca Hall is great in everything she is. So I saw a lot of movies. Speaking of which, I think yesterday we got a trailer for a new MCU series.
We did. We did.
Indeed, we did.
We got a Hawkeye trailer. Yes.
Hawkeye.
Yes, Drifter, I agree. I can't wait for Halloween Kills as well. I very much am looking
forward to it. I'm a huge Michael Myers fan. Dude, when I get to Halloween, I'm already putting my decorations up. Like, it's September. I'm like, I'm not putting it up for 4 weeks. It's going up for 6 weeks.
Can't wait.
We're going to talk about Halloween and all 3 timelines they have.
Oh, you know what? I did want to, just real quick.
Before, go ahead.
Because I was like, oh, look at that. He's got the big poster. He's got a shout out. I got a pretty cool buy last week that I thought I'd show off on here. So I got this. Well, I got a couple things. Number one, so I've been watching Titans. I don't know have you seen Titans?
I'm still on season 2. I keep not watching.
Dude, it's good. It's good.
I know,
It's
I know,
really
I know.
good. And they got Nightwing, right? Nightwing's in there. Oh God, where did my stick go? Hold on, hold on. Stall for me. 1 second.
I'm stalling. Anyway, so let me talk real quick. I'm a huge Halloween fan to the point where I paid a mask maker to make me an exact replica of the Captain Kirk Michael Myers mask from 1978. And lo and behold, they actually end up releasing the damn thing on its own. But mine is made from the original mold of the 1978 film. The only thing is I don't like the hair on it. So I've always wanted to get a mask that had the hair. But I'm a huge Michael. I think I have 5 copies of Halloween. Oh, there we go. Oh, look at that. Look at Austin.
Dude, so I got this. And well, first of all, it does light up. It's got the little, but when I went to put batteries in it, it's got those batteries that like nobody owns in their household because just why? So it's like half a battery. But I was like, dang, this is pretty cool, right? Because it does the full like, with that. Anyways, that's pretty cool. I got that, and it definitely
don't do that if someone robs you, like you flip it and it flies off.
I definitely inspired me. I think I'm gonna be trying some Nightwing cosplay or something for Halloween. Nightwing or Red Hood, man. As Austin breaks his TV and window.
Oh, you know what?
That did almost hit my TV and was very concerning. I'm actually like.
Can I throw in another one? Since you and I both have darker skin, you could also pull off a Damian Wayne Robin, because he is.
I don't like Damian Wayne.
Okay.
Well,
nobody liked Jason Todd until afterwards, so
That's what. And Jason Todd, I would go Red Hood. I would do Red Hood and get the leather chains and all that. But then the other kind of cool thing that I picked up, and this is all from a Walmart. I got Nightwing nightsticks at a Walmart, and I was kind of like iffy because it's like Walmart, it's a toy, but it was also like pretty like expensive, and it was like it's a replica version from the Arkham Knight games, and I was like, I'm gonna get that. But the other thing I thought this was pretty cool. I got the DC Comics Encyclopedia. Look at this bad boy, dude. This thing is nice and thick with capital C's.
That's how Austin likes it.
Oh yeah. I mean, dude, no, this is so cool. I've been like obsessed reading through this, and like speaking of this guy's got a movie coming out next year.
Yeah.
Got The Flash. Yeah. Dude, I'm just like, this is like, I'm absorbing information from this. There are so many characters and moments and things that have happened that I don't know. I didn't know about. And highly recommend getting yourself a DC Comics Encyclopedia, because this is awesome. LOL. Does it glow? Yes, they do glow. Like I said, they have batteries that no normal human being keeps in their household. So I didn't have it. Let's see. Yeah. Hey, Zach. When did you? What?
Also, did you say your name is Zach?
No, I was looking at one comment and then it moved. Let's see.
By the way, Zack Snyder. My dad refers to him as Jack Schneider. Oh, thanks.
Jack Schneider.
Mom's gonna be 15 minutes late. 15 minutes late.
Jack Schneider from Sean Connery. But yeah. So I thought I'd show off those cool things. I got excited.
That's pretty cool. My Halloween mask, I have to get it from the basement. It's I have it in a nice box, but I'm actually planning on getting the 1978 Halloween mask and having it rehauled. They have people who make, because I'm such a purist about that first film that I need to look exactly like the first film. But
that would be pretty cool. Get yourself like a full on replica Halloween.
Yeah.
At the same time,
I have Halloween on VHS. That's how old I am. I have the original DVD. Then I bought the 2-disc limited edition DVD. This is all in like 2001. All right, here we go. Then I got the Blu-ray. Then I bought the box set, which has 12 discs. That's 5. And I was going to buy the 4K, but they're coming out with a new edition of the 4K, so I will have 6 copies of this movie. I'm a huge fan. Michael Myers.
Huge fan. There's no bigger fan in the world than Jack.
He kills better than
Jack
anyone.
is the biggest fan of all the fans, except myself, of course, because I am the greatest of the fans. Let's see, Davy Crotch Kick. I've never said that name out loud, but God, I love it. Davy Crotch Kick. Either of you have a lightsaber? I had Obi-Wan and Darth Vader's Force FX lightsabers. I did have those. I think a long time ago. I don't have any lightsabers. Look.
Now they're really cool. I had the Walmart brands when I was a kid. Now they got some really neat stuff.
Right. As I'm getting more into this and the streaming and kind of getting more back into collecting again, I'm definitely going to invest into some nice VFX lightsabers. I have a friend of mine actually that has some that are pretty sweet, and so definitely that's on my list. That's on my list of things that I want to get. I want one of those new lightsabers as well. I'd like to and I think you're talking, Adam, like the actual real one that like will kill people. I will find it. I will get one. But exactly like the real ones.
The real ones.
They were cool. But no, I don't have too much stuff. Like I said, I'm kind of rebuilding my my. You know what I got, Jack?
Yeah.
I got a bag from the Force Awakens premiere night. That's what I got. The Galaxy premiere.
Ooh, that's pretty nice. I have to send you my Last Jedi poster that I got from my premiere because I have a laminated and I don't want it. So
I'll take it.
So I have the mask right here. My dad was nice enough to get it. There we go. So the original mask was a 1978 Captain Kirk mask. Someone had the original moldings. I'm going to turn this light off so you guys can see it better. That's not the problem. I'm going to turn this light off because this is too bright. But took the molding and made a replica mask from the 1978 mask. So I don't like the hair too much because it's not like the first film. But it's got, if you look at it, you can see William Shatner's face in it. But I've had this one. I keep it stuffed so it doesn't like lose, But it's marked. They only made like 1,000 of them. I paid way too much money for this one.
Oh wow, it looks good though when you have it on. That looks cool.
I'm just not too crazy about the hair.
The hair looks a little pubic, but that's okay.
Yeah, exactly. And when I got the mask, I was a little bit upset about it. But they have newer ones with better hair. But again, this was a private collector because back in the day, they would have like the generic Michael Myers mask at Party City. Like, that's not what it's supposed to look like.
Right.
And then nutty fans were like, we make replicas, but they couldn't call them Michael Myers mask. They would call it the shape or, stuff like that, Yeah, Michael Myers afro. I hated the hair. It looks like Chucky's hair. But the molding of the face is amazing.
That is really well done.
Those 78 Kirk masks are gone. Like, basically, someone had the molding. I don't know who, but he, charged a lot of money. But I paid. Well, my parents paid because I was in high school at the time. But puberty is scary. There's real one in YouTube, Hacksmith, and then cut your arm in one move. It would take like 15 minutes. Are we talking about the Myers mask or are we talking about the lightsabers again?
I think he's talking about the light.
Oh, Michael can cut your arm
I think he's talking about the lightsabers, I'm pretty sure. Pube head. Pube head Michael Myers. That's right. But yeah, man, I'm definitely, speaking of Halloween, I'm looking forward to Halloween.
I'm looking forward to it too. Although I like 2018 a lot. In fact, I have it. Oh my God. Okay, so I'm not ripping on Ty, but there's this one kid in the movie who looks like Ty if he was a kid. And I don't mean it as a joke. And when I saw this kid, I'm like, that looks like Ty a little bit.
So there's one kid. Okay, so we have a friend. Me and my good friend Wille, who tunes into the show every now and again. And speaking of which, if you like that music, at the beginning of the show, that was him, Wille. Him and I went and saw that movie Halloween 2018 when it came out in theaters, and we have a good friend of ours, Nathan, and Nathan's really works out, very athletic, in shape and all that. But there's one kid in the movie that looks like a heavy version of Nate, of our friend Nate.
Really?
And it's one of the funniest kills too in that movie. It was the kind of heavy kid that he gets trapped climbing the gate.
Yeah.
Has those spear, endings. Oh, dude, it's just savage. But shut up, Nate.
The kid I'm talking about. Remember when Michael escapes and the bus is overturned? There's a dad with his son, and they're going fishing. Remember? And then Michael kills this kid.
Yes.
He reminded me of Ty so much. Now again, it's not. I'm not trying to make fun of him. Like it looked like that's what Ty looked like when he was a kid. If I could, I'm trying to log it. I have no idea if I could show a clip from that movie because I have Voodoo. If I can put it up for a few seconds, I was like, oh, that reminded me of Ty.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. So you know what? We do have other things to talk about, but I want to talk about Halloween. I actually, a hot take, I liked Halloween 2018, but I liked H2O more. Halloween H2O was the original Jamie Lee Curtis return. I liked the third act of that better. I liked Jamie Lee in that better. She had a son. I thought that.
I really loved Halloween.
I loved it too. I got it right there. I got all of them, man.
No, I think that one probably is my favorite Halloween film besides like the first two. I do like the first two.
And real quick, Caden reminded me of something. There are two big things happening right now. The first reactions for Venom are coming out. In fact, you mentioned this. If they do come out, our friend Caden, producer, will pull those up. Also, not really pop culture-ish, but there is a recall election happening. If there are any breaking news with that, I thought we could break it and keep moving on. Not talk about it, but just like, oh, this happened. Boom.
I don't know if there's going to be any breaking news, but I know definitely, it's definitely There's an election.
It's worth talking about. Just being like, hey, this is what's happening in America. Real quick, what the hell happened with Doomcock and Alex Jones? I know something happened with you guys. Something happened.
So yeah, there's a big thing, right? Obviously, oh god.
Wait, I know that guy. Caden, could you put that picture back up? The guy in the upper left-hand corner and the guy all the way at the top. Okay, I know who those guys are. Are those the guys who had Zack Snyder on, and then Zack was like, I didn't know who they were. Okay, now I know who they are. Okay, never mind. They had Alex Jones on.
They had Alex Jones, and that was something, man. I mean, gotta love YouTube and their choosiness and choosing who they keep up and who they take down. But look, they had they had Alex on, and of course he was promoting propaganda and criticizing Hollywood and its wokeness. So that was always fun.
Look, I can understand that. I have been critical of Hollywood's wokeness too, but that guy, there's a way to do it. You can make a point, but that guy, he first said 9/11 was an inside job. Okay, that's fine. You want to believe that, but then he harassed people in New York City, firefighters' families, like with megaphones, screaming at them. He then said the Sandy Hook thing, if you guys remember that unfortunate school shooting, was staged and they were actors. Then he pulled it back. He's like, nope, I was just giving you my opinion. I never said it was real. I was just reporting. I'm like, dude. And yeah, YouTube banned him. Here we go. Austin's going to take a break for real quick. Something came up. Folks, that's what is great about this show. It's all improv. We're just going by the flamencos. All right, guys, let me answer some of your questions until Austin comes back. Did I like the 2018 film? Yes, but I got to warn you, I'm a fan of every Halloween movie. I am one of 5 fans on this earth, living and dead combined, who loves Halloween 6. The first one with Paul Rudd. Yep, and the producer's cut. I love those movies. I've had a soft spot for them, even the bad ones. I think the original Halloween 2 is a phenomenal film, and it's a shame that the new one doesn't consider it canon. I know they changed the whole Laurie is Michael's sister thing, but I really love that idea. I know John Carpenter disowns it, but I love the idea that Jamie Lee Curtis was his other sister. So, yeah. Doomcock. Yeah, so apparently, here's my problem with Doomcock. Part of me, how do I put this? I don't want to use the word admire, but respects how much he's willing to lie to get viewers. And look, we don't lie to you. Like, sometimes we have scoops. We don't have scoops, but, Ty and Austin will back us. We'll back it up. We don't lie to you. We're not going to be like, guys, there's a rumor that Zack Snyder's coming back to Justice League with absolutely no proof. We're not going to do that. But this dude, I give props to him because it works. He doesn't just lie. He tells you the lie you want to hear. And there is a difference. There is a difference. There's a difference between lying to you and there's a difference between telling you the lie you want to hear. Here's a lie. I am 6'10". That's a lie. Here's the lie you want to hear. I have inside sources, again, this is not real, that Zack Snyder is meeting with Walter Hamada this week. I can't tell you my sources. This is just what I've heard. See, now a lot of you would be like, whoa, if Jack or Austin or Ty are telling us that, it must be true, right? And then you want to believe it. So even if next week it says there was no meeting, I'll be like, guys, this is what I've been told. Officially, they said there's no meeting, but I know the truth. This is what he does. He does stuff like that. So look, I have issues with the new Star Wars movies. I have issues with how a little bit it places diversity above storytelling. I don't mind diversity. I'm a diverse person. Our team is very diverse. But storytelling should take precedent over that. That being said, this guy has been saying for 5 years, oh, Kathleen Kennedy's on her way out. And people who hate Kathleen Kennedy want to believe it, so they keep watching it. He attacked Star Trek for being too woke. The problem is you can have problems with wokeness. I do. Star Trek was always kind of woke. And this dude said that Shang-Chi would be an abysmal failure. He said again and again, this movie is about placating Asians. No, it's not. First of all, there are not that many Asians in America, all right? We're like 8% of the population. We're like 5% of the population. It was such a, look, he was like, no one's ever heard of Shang-Chi. Agreed. No one's ever heard of the Guardians of the Galaxy either. And they said this will be a big failure. This is going to be a horrible box office. And look, part of me thought that might happen, not for the reasons he said. But this guy has been consistently wrong time and time again. And he makes money kind of like Alex Jones by telling you what you want to hear. So if you think let's say you hated the Bush administration, you wanted to believe that 9/11 was an inside job. So Alex Jones would tell you, oh, we have proof and evidence and this is what happened. And Doomcock kind of does the same thing. So I'm not a big fan of Doomcock. Yeah, Shang-Chi was good. Oh, this is our 1-year anniversary. Ooh. So guys, this is from the creator himself, Tyler. I'm coming up with a name like TY So Fly, like I have Austin Lean 316. But yes, this is our 1 year. But really, the 1 year is in November when I joined. I'm just joking. But yeah, this year it's been 1 year, and we have had explosive growth, and I mean explosive. I saw what the easy on the slurs. Oh, what did I say? Uh-oh. So Drifter. Yeah, I don't use that second word. I thought I said something. I was like, oh, what did I say? Yeah, I understand your emotion, your passion, but don't use that word. You're gonna get us canceled. Not in the way that I want us canceled. You're gonna get us canceled. Yeah, Ty is the main man. Yes. So that's pretty exciting. But so apparently this all happened. And what do you guys think of Hawkeye? Because I liked the trailer, but I wasn't blown away with it the way I was. The Loki trailer blew me away. But so let's talk a little Hawkeye. So the trailer dropped. We can't show it to you just because we've gotten too many strikes already. But the Hawkeye trailer looks interesting. I like it's got a very die-hard, I'm not the first person to say it, a very die-hard vibe to it. It's, very Nakatomi Plaza vibe to it. They're in tall buildings. It's in New York. I love that it's in New York primarily. I know Falcon and Winter Soldier was also primarily in New York, but I wasn't a huge fan of that. And whoa, is this an official image? Is this Caden? I think Caden put this up. This is what I'm excited to see. This dude is the best villain that's ever been done by Marvel, far none. Like, I put him up there with Magneto, even from the Fox universe. And if he shows up in Hawkeye, I will give Disney more money. They'll be like, Jack, you only have to pay like $8.99 or $6.99. Like, I will give you more money if you bring this guy into the MCU. But I hope they write him well. I hope they write him with the same emotion that they wrote him in Daredevil. But what do you guys think of Hawkeye? Let's hear what we have to say. Here we go. Not you. Okay. It's so good. Oh my God. And shows Clint as one big bad ass. Yes, it does. I kind of like this idea of Clinton on his own. It's pretty cool. I'm excited for it. You're excited for it. Is it? And it's coming out. Ty mentioned this, or Austin, one of the two, that Hawkeye comes out the same week as Spider-Man No Way Home. Now, we know that Charlie Cox is in some way, shape, or form in Spider-Man. And we know Vincent D'Onofrio, in some way, shape, or form, is in Hawkeye. So you got the hero from Daredevil here. That's Spider-Man. You got the villain from Daredevil here. That's Hawkeye. Is it possible that something happens in each movie that will lead something down the way. Now, I'm not saying they're setting up a Daredevil movie or anything like that, but why have Marvel is very particular with their planning, very particular. And so I'm not sure if, I mean, look, Wilson Fisk might not show up in the first episode, but it would be a missed opportunity. If you're going to have Daredevil, Matt Murdock show up in Spider-Man in one scene, and you're going to have Wilson Fisk and Hawkeye and have them not set something up. Maybe something happens in Hawkeye that will be referenced in the Spider-Man movie. Just a little Easter egg for us fans. Not plot changing, but that would be so cool. Wouldn't that be so cool? I'll take back everything bad I've said about the MCU movies. But here we go. Hawkeye is November 24th and No Way Home is December 17th. God damn it. Oh, well, hold on. Let's go back to my original plan. So let's say Hawkeye starts on November 24th, right? So let's go to November. I'll play up my calendar. Ooh, that's Thanksgiving week, isn't it? So 1, 2, 3. 3 weeks later, Spider-Man No Way Home comes out. So the third episode of Hawkeye could have something that ties to Spider-Man. Am I saying that? No. But if I was Doomcock, I would say, people I have met have told me that this is what's going to happen. Also, Kevin Feige is losing. Stuff like that. All right, thank you. Put Hawkeye as December. Whoops. There we go. But Hawkeye's November 24th in December. Okay, whichever one is which. There is cross-pollination is what I'm saying. This will be the first time. Is it the first time that a movie and a show will be coinciding? Because I'm trying to think about Black Widow. Did Black Widow come out while Loki was still on? Maybe. I don't know. But it'd be kind of interesting. Because, you know, Shang-Chi is really the first film set after I know Blip. I like the Decimation better. The Snap. I know Spider-Man No Way Home was set like right after it, but this was kind of removed from it. Like it's been a year or two. And Wong getting a little bit of hair growing, but that looks pretty cool. Okay, speaking of Spider-Man, I know the team covered it, but I didn't cover it, and I'm the only one who has a PlayStation 5. The Spider-Man games and the Wolverine games coming out. I got to tell you, I don't get into the Xbox war. I think they have some great games. I think Halo Legacy, they have some great games, but this sucks if you're not a PlayStation fan because you are going to be getting Spider-Man 2, and it's going to have both Miles Morales and Peter Parker back to back. Both games. I have played both games. I have the Spider-Man on PS4 Game of the Year edition, and I have Miles Morales on PS5. Phenomenal games. These are a type of games, and if you're a comic book fan, but you do not play video games, just like the Arkham series, I would recommend. I'm like, dude, get a console or borrow one from your friend to play these games. They recreate Manhattan Island to a T. It is beautiful. The city feels alive. You know, a lot of times in old Spider-Man games, you look down, there's no one. There's like an NPC walking around. You can interact with people. They'll be like, hey, Spider-Man. There's actually a thing in the game, the Spider-Man game from 2-3 years ago, where he does the walk. You can do the walk from Spider-Man 3, you know, where he's like pointing at people, you know, Peter Parker. You can actually do that. You can take selfies with fans, and it never gets boring. Everyone always says something different. And it is Manhattan Island, but it's got all the Easter eggs. You can find the Wakandan embassy. You can find Josie's bar where Daredevil drinks, including and Matt Murdock's law firm. You can find Alias Investigations, mention of Jessica Jones. You can find Stark Tower, which is now, of course, the Avengers Tower. There's so many cool Easter eggs in this game. And Miles Morales gave us the same island again, but added something new to it. And he's got a different vibe than Peter Parker. So to see these two together, and you know you're going to be able to, could you imagine, like, if you play a Spider-Man game, like Grand Theft Auto 5, you know, so Grand Theft Auto 5, which is getting another release, yay, you could switch between characters, right? You can go from Trevor to Michael to Franklin. Imagine being able to do that with Spider-Man. 1 second, you're Peter Parker. The next second, you're Miles Morales.
Right, yeah.
Hey, yeah. There he's.
Yes. I don't know if I talked about it on this show or I actually went on Metaverse's stream because he was covering the PlayStation thing live. And I thought, you know, I'll go say hi real quick and stuff because it was before a show I had. And right before I left, so it was Spider-Man 2, and then they did Wolverine. Dude, when they dropped the Wolverine trailer, I actually started oh God, because did you ever play X-Men Origins Wolverine the game?
No, I did not.
Oh, Jack.
Was it good?
Oh, Jack.
Was it good?
It is. I will die on this hill. It is the best movie video game they have ever done.
Really?
Ever. Period.
Wow.
Bar none, I'll die on that hill.
Wow.
It has some of
that is
the
what, PlayStation
best,
3, I guess? Xbox 360 era? All right.
PlayStation 3. It has some of the best gameplay invented for a video game at that time. It has some of the best action and cinematic sequences of the time. It is 20,000 times better than the film. Definitely. If this Wolverine game is anything like that, we're in good hands. We're going to have a great time.
Yeah. All right. Well, here's the thing. Insomniac, they made what I thought was the most underrated first-person shooter. It was called the Resistance series, Resistance 1, 2, and 3. It was an alien invasion. Hey, Benson's back. Or, well, I'm back. He's probably been here the whole time.
You say my friend Austin and Ricky Barrick are back. And I thought it was Manny Pacquiao. So I guess I'd bring that.
Yeah, Manny Pacquiao. Yeah, I know, right?
It's Manny and Ricky, man. Come on.
Yeah.
But
what was I saying? I just lost my train of thought. Wolverine. Okay, yeah. So Insomniac made a really good series called Resistance. Excellently reviewed, but they didn't run away with it. They ended the story at Resistance 3. Great first-person shooter. Aliens invade right after World War II. So you're fighting aliens with World War II equipment. Excellent series. Right. And then they kind of went away. They did some other stuff. But the Spider-Man game, I got to give Bravo because I think that Spider-Man game is as good as, if some could argue better, than the Arkham series. I think that's a nice little battle you can have with fans. I don't know. Arkham City.
Shut your mouth.
It's that good.
Shut your filthy mouth. And repent. Blasphemy.
Hey, look, I'm an
understand me? No, you know what? No,
they're that good. It's not like Spider-Man.
That Spider-Man game is phenomenal. I think my only criticism with that first game is make it longer. That's it. Which it seems that's what they're gonna do with Spider-Man 2. I'm looking forward to a really big, heavy game.
It's not coming out until 2023, so not even next year.
Right.
It's gonna probably come out.
But at the same time, man.
23.
The Arkham
City. Okay, you said Arkham City all the way. Okay.
So good. Good. Hey, we were just about to talk about this, Benson. So thanks for bringing it up. But yes. So if you didn't know, guys, and this is something that's been in development, a sequel to Twins, aka Triplets, has been in development for quite some time. They've been for a long time, as Benson said here. It was going to be Eddie Murphy. They were approaching and talking to Eddie Murphy, and then obviously today it was announced that Tracy Morgan is going to take that role. I actually think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be really good. I think if you're not going to get Eddie, Tracy's a great choice.
Yeah.
Actually, when it comes to the Coming to America sequel, Eddie and Tracy are pretty close. Eddie actually wanted Tracy to play the son. Oh. Obviously, Tracy's a little older now. Eddie's, they're little. So, they gave him the uncle role or something in that movie.
Yeah.
But I mean, it makes sense. It seems like the roles Eddie doesn't want, he just gives to Tracy, which is cool. I think Tracy's fine with it.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people don't realize. Here's a bit of trivia for you. Eddie Murphy was the highest paid actor in the 80s. Mm-hmm. More than Stallone, more than Schwarzenegger. He was a huge star. And even going to the 90s, like I grew up with him in the 90s when he was doing like Dr. Dolittle, and I thought him as like a family, or like what's the one where he did Daddy Daycare? He was in that, right?
Right.
Yeah, like I knew him as like a family actor, and so I didn't know, like, holy crap, Beverly Hills Cop 1 and 2 are phenomenal. 48 Hours of Nick Nolte. He was a huge star.
48 Hours.
And there were rumors that they might do a fourth Beverly Hills Cop movie. I would like to see that. I kind of missed that.
I think Amazon is
comedy genre is kind of gone now. I mean, closest thing we have, I guess, is Marvel, but I don't consider that action comedy. We haven't seen a good cop action comedy movie in maybe since Rush Hour, maybe.
It's been a while. I mean, I think, but no, I think I heard the Beverly Hills Cop thing is still in development or being talked about. So I think that still might happen.
The crazy thing about Eddie Murphy is that he's basically looked the same since like 1991.
Right. Yeah.
Like he had the close shaved head. You know,
right.
He looks exactly the same. He's coming back to stand up. I mean, here's a guy who's a legendary stand up, and he only ever did 2 specials. 2 specials. That's it. That's it.
And that's the other thing too. There's talks of him doing a stand up special once this whole pandemic thing is over and he gets back to touring. So
I can't wait to hear his Bill Cosby again.
I
would like to talk to you.
And that was great, right? I don't know if you said when he returned to host SNL, man, he went back to he had a Mr. Rogers. Anything.
Yeah.
Oh my God. He basically talked about how he comes down and he goes, all right, kids, today's word of the day is gentrification. And then two white neighbors knock on the door. Oh my gosh, dude. It was just so funny.
But see, like, I love him. He pushed those buttons. You know, Dave Chappelle is another comic who pushed those buttons. I love it. And
dude,
I don't know.
He would actually make some great comedy relief in like a Wakanda show. Like doing his Coming to America like thing.
Dude, if they made Black Panther in the 90s, there's a chance he would have been cast. Not because he would have been the best person for it, but just because of how huge of a star he was.
I've always argued that if they did it in the 90s, they would have got Denzel.
All right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, dude, Denzel in the 90s? Oh,
yeah.
He would have been T'Challa. Oh, he would have been sick. Even when they made this Black Panther, I wanted them to cast him as the father.
Ooh, that would have worked too. But I have a kind of a random, speaking of 90s castings, tying it to The Flash. We all know that Marlon Wayans was Tim Burton's choice to play Robin, right?
Yes.
And Marlon Wayans said he would still like to do that. Well, in a Flash movie, we do have the return of the Burton-verse or the Keaton-verse, whatever you want to call it. Who's to say that Michael Keaton, after Flash, is probably going to be Batman in another universe? Marlon Wayans couldn't be a grown-up Nightwing.
We do know that Batman 89 comic and all that is canon. It's canon.
Mm-hmm.
So them introducing all that. Yes, Marlon. Yes, that Robin.
Oh, he did. I'm
only
on the first issue.
Yes.
Only on the first issue.
Yes.
I thought I came up with that. Oh.
Yes.
I thought I was so smart. He was in Respect. He plays Aretha's second husband. I'm like, you know what? He's older now. He's gotten away from the goofiness of his youth. He's more, more of an adult. He speaks smooth. I'm like, I bet you he'd make a really good grown-up Nightwing alongside Michael Keaton. Man,
I would see it. I would see it. I mean, I think I haven't seen him do any. I don't think I've ever seen him do drama. So I would give him the benefit of the doubt.
I'm watching Respect. I'm like, who is that actor? I look up in the movie. I look up the cast. I'm like, that's Marlon Wayans. I didn't recognize him because he's playing a serious, dramatic.
Really?
Trigger warning, an abusive husband. I didn't know this about Aretha Franklin. She had a husband who was he was also her manager.
Wow.
And I was like, damn, I've never seen I couldn't recognize him because he was so like intense. He's an alcoholic. Oh my God. See, Respect. And you would not believe that's Marlon Wayans. I'm like, okay, you know what? I could see him as an older, angrier Nightwing within the Burtonverse.
Wesley Snipes, of course, would have been
a martial artist. But he was a Marvel character, to be fair.
You're right.
Oh
my gosh, this story. Have you heard this story, Jack? Of how Denzel Washington spawned. Oh my gosh. All right, so Chadwick was going to school and got a part of a sponsorship program that actually had Denzel Washington pay for his college tuition.
Oh,
pay for his acting school. And he got to first write him a letter saying thank you and all that type of stuff. And then years later, when they meet in film, he goes, "I want you to know, you paid for my college and all this and blah blah blah." And Denzel looks at him and goes, "Oh, okay, where's my paycheck? Like, where's my, So no, they had a very very sweet and close relationship. Denzel was really devastated when and you know what? When Denzel received his Lifetime Achievement Award, Chadwick came out and gave probably one of the most touching speeches I've ever heard. Oh my God, it was beautiful. It's beautiful. I think Denzel cried and stuff. It was
Wow.
like that's an incredible story right there. Is there is you know what? This is what Chadwick said, that Denzel like was in tears, and dude, it was powerful. I was watching. I was like, oh, I got chills. Chadwick goes, "There's no Chadwick Boseman without Denzel Washington, and there's no Black Panther without Denzel Washington."
Wow.
And it was like, oh, wow. Yeah, it was just it was powerful. It was good. Let's check
that out, man. Whew.
Yeah, that was if you ever have the chance, check out Chadwick's.
I was going to see if I can find it right now, but
his AFI here. I can probably pull it up because it's so good.
And folks, we got what we're talking about, but I do want to see some of this.
AFI Lifetime Achievement.
While you're looking that up, I'm going to just touch on something real quick. So, speaking of games, there's this new game coming out called Deathloop that they were always freaking showing us all the time. And apparently it came out this week, and it is getting overly positive reviews, like ridiculous reviews. It got a perfect score from IGN. PC Mag gave it a 9 out of 10, and everyone's saying it's a phenomenal game. Bethesda made it, and Arcane, who made the Dishonored games, made it. So I think that might be something I might check out soon. I think it's on the PS5 only, maybe? I don't know. I think it's on PC also. So if you're a PC gamer, look up Deathloop. Let me know what you think about it. Have you got it pulled up?
All
right. Look at this is what Austin looks like when he's studying. Look how intense that look is like.
Okay, there we go. All right.
Make sure to share the audio.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chadwick Boseman.
When was this?
I know personally that your generosity extends past what you have given on the stage and screen. Many of you already know the story that Mr. Washington, when asked by Felicia Rashad to join her in assisting 9 theater students from Howard University who had been accepted to a summer acting program at the British Academy of Dramatic Acting in Oxford, he gracefully and privately agreed to contribute. As fate would have it, I was one of the students that he paid for. Imagine receiving a letter that your tuition for that summer was paid for and that your benefactor was none other than the dopest actor on the planet. I have no doubt that there are similar stories at boys and girls clubs and theaters and churches across the country where I know you have also inspired and motivated others. An offering from a sage and a king is more than silver and gold. It is a seed of hope, a bud of faith. There is no Black Panther without Denzel Washington.
Wow.
And not just because of me, but my whole cast, that generation stands on your shoulders. The daily battles won, the 1,000 territories gained, the many sacrifices you made for the culture on film sets through your career, the things you refused to compromise along the way, laid the blueprints for us to follow. And so now, let he who has watered be watered. Let he who has given be given too. It is an honor to now know you, to learn from you, and join in this work with you. May God bless you exceedingly and abundantly more in what's in store than he ever has before. God bless you.
Wow. Okay, I just looked up something real quick because Chadwick looks very skinny there. Apparently, this was literally months before he passed, about maybe 8 or 9 months before he passed away, because this was done in June of 2019. I think Chadwick died early 2020. I want to say, let me see, Chadwick Boseman. I just want to make sure. Yeah, he died August of 2020, so he was getting treatment at this moment. So if you noticed how incredibly skinny Chadwick was, he unfortunately was sick at that point. And yeah, intense Austin. So while we're waiting for Austin, remember how I said in Halloween 2018, there's a character that I feel like could have been Ty as a kid? Would you guys want to see that? Because I have it on Vudu. I set it up a while ago. I let the show a brief moment just because we might get copyright struck, so I have to be very careful about it. But I'd literally have to show you like 3 seconds unless Austin is back. Would you guys want to see that? Just to, I'm back. Why not? What the hell? But, Austin's back. Never mind.
So what?
So I have the scene from Halloween queued up. I had it queued up where this kid reminds me, like, this would be Austin, like, when he was 12. Or Ty when he was 12, sorry.
Right.
I have it queued up. I was going to do it.
Well, what is it? What was Halloween? Halloween's
2018.
They're
2018.
not Warner Brothers, are they?
No, they're
yeah, we don't want to.
Maybe I can get a screenshot of the kid. Hold on. But anyway, I'll show it on
you got the devil and the angel here.
Yeah. But like he even kind of sounds like Ty a little bit. So I was like, oh no, this looks like Ty. But Drifter or whatever. Yeah, hold on. Nah, you know what, we gotta be careful.
You can get a screenshot picture, that's fine.
That's exactly what I'm about to do. But you have to hear his voice too, because it sounds like Ty a little bit too. Yeah, I mean, what I was saying was, nope, it's not letting me screenshot it. When I tried to screenshot it, it came up as black. That happens when they don't want you to. When I tried to screenshot it and I pasted it, it just gave me a black screen. Let me see if I can find it on YouTube.
Right, find the clip.
Yeah, you know what? I was just telling that apparently happened in summer 2018, not too long before Chadwick actually did pass away.
Right, exactly.
And so you can see he's very skinny, he's very frail, and it's just hard to watch in hindsight. And I did do something. I saw Infinity War not too long ago, recently, and the scene where T'Challa says this is no place to die and turns to dust hits so much harder now.
Oh yeah, I can only imagine.
So much harder. Now that now that we know what happened,
I can, like I said, I can only imagine. I mean, I haven't seen that movie actually since it came out, so I probably should.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that was Marvel at peak, in my opinion. But that's such a
Infinity War is really good. I agree.
Yeah, Infinity War is just phenomenal. I'm getting a screenshot as we speak, guys. Don't worry. Unfortunately, it's kind of darkish because, he just reminded me. I was like, man, I wish I could show this to the, because it reminds me of him a little bit. Like if Ty was like, I don't know what Ty looked like. We should do that one day. We should all show baby pictures of ourselves.
Oh God.
Maybe for the 1 year anniversary.
Right.
But okay, I got the photos, guys. I got the photos. There we go. So this is the first one. I don't know if you guys see it.
Oh my gosh, it does look like a little kid Ty, actually.
Yeah, and you gotta hear his voice too. It sounds like him too.
What?
It sounds like him too. Yeah. These are the best screenshots I could get, and I think we lost Austin. There we go. Doesn't that look like Ty a little bit? Like if Ty was a kid, he's an adorable kid, and he's the only kid at Halloween franchise to get killed by Michael Myers. Michael tries to kill kids, but usually they. I thought Ty was Walter in the Muppets. Oh, Benson, you're picking fights today, buddy. Ty will come out and find you, man. Ty will buy a ticket to England, and he'll figure it out. But I always thought the actor kind of reminded me of Ty a little bit. Like I don't know what Ty looked like when he was a kid, but like I was like, he looks like him. But anyway, we lost Austin. We don't know where Austin went. But you know what? Let's not forget. Okay, do you guys want to talk a little Justice League? I want to talk a little Justice League because, as mentioned before, we are doing a Justice League DVD giveaway, right? So here's what happened. Warner Brothers made a trailer to promote the Blu-ray release, the 4K release of Zack Snyder's Justice League. Now, that's a trilogy, which is the one I'm going to buy, but they have it listed as private, so people can't see it. Despite this, it is selling out everywhere at Walmart's, Best Buys, Targets, wherever they sell DVDs, Blu-rays, and 4Ks. This movie has its own shelf. You know, it's not just lying on a shelf somewhere that says, oh, here's 20 other movies and here's Justice League. It's getting a dedicated shelf because Walmart, unlike Warner Brothers, knows that this is something that's going to sell. It is being, I've had people tell me it's hard to find. Maybe you can get some on Amazon, but if you wanted to go to a store and buy it, they are sold out. Why the hell is Warner Brothers undercutting their own finances by not promoting it? 30-second trailer. Put it on YouTube. Let us fans disseminate it. Again, this, and I know we've had this conversation many times. Austin didn't pay his internet bill. That's what happened. But we've talked about this many times. They do not want to promote Zack Snyder's Justice League, despite the fact it has been an overwhelming success. I think it was DVD Weekly or one of those websites. It is the best-selling DVD, it's not DVD anymore, Blu-ray and 4K right now in America. And Warner Brothers is undercutting themselves by not promoting it. And the question is why? There's absolutely no, and again, this again just shows how petty Warner Brothers is. There's absolutely no reason they can't do it. I mean, the box set alone is going to be really cool. And why not promote it? Why not do one measly trailer coming this fall exclusively on Blu-ray and 4K? You can't do that? You can't have the voiceover guy just make one 30-second trailer and promote it so you, Warner Brothers, can make money? How petty are you? And yeah, this ties into rumors that we've heard about our boy Walter Hamada. Apparently, now these are rumors. He knows his job is in jeopardy with this Discovery and Warner Media merger. So, to stay in their good graces, apparently he's trying to greenlight a Justice League 2 before the merger is complete, so he can turn to Warner Discovery and say, hey, look, I'm making this big budget film here. So he's going to rush out a Justice League movie, and we all know Warner Brothers is excellent at rushing out a Justice League movie at the last second. And I hope Gal Gadot and I hope Jason Momoa say, no, we want to do it with Zack Snyder. Just rub some salt in that wound. Again, and I want to give Warner Brothers the benefit of the doubt because I want to talk a little bit about that Matrix trailer. I know we talked about it on the show, but they're doing some good things. Their animation side is killing it. Their video game deal with whoever makes the Arkham games, I forgot their names, drawing a blank on me. They're killing it. Why can't they kill it on this end? Why can't they announce Zack Snyder's Justice League 2? Just announce it and watch the hype. If you're hoping the next film is somehow going to beat the first Avengers film, it's not going to happen in terms of box office. But you could earn it back. A Zack Snyder's Justice League 2 would, without a doubt, make at least $1 billion. It would do it. Get your story focused, guys. Let me see what the comments are saying. Who would you cosplay as if you could go all out on the costume? So believe it or not, I think I'm only one of the team who doesn't really cosplay that much. I think Ty dresses up. I don't know if he's not a cosplayer, but I think he does some. Austin, I think, is into that. I am not into that. Like I will go to a comic book convention wearing this shirt, you know. But in terms of costumes, I've actually, if you watch the new logo, the best cosplay I ever did was for Halloween. One summer I did the Joker. Heath Ledger's Joker, and I did everything down to the hair, the scars, and everything. And here's the better part. So there were a lot of parties that year, right? I was in college when that movie came out, and I would do a strip dance and drop the costume, take my clothes off, and I was wearing the nurse's outfit. Remember when Heath Ledger's Joker wears the nurse's outfit? And it says, I believe in Harvey Dent right here, wearing that underneath, and I would do the second half of the party in the nurse's outfit. And I had to buy like an extra large women, and it was let's say it wasn't covering up too much. So then my sister was like, "Oh, we got to get you a white skirt because you're showing all the goods there, Jack." So and I had the Heath Ledger hair and makeup, but with a nurse's outfit, and then I had a little retractable knife, and so I would do this whole bit where I would do Heath Ledger's thing, like, "You want to know how I got these scars? You see, my father," and that's probably the closest thing to an all out, like down to the tie. I had Joker cards that I would hand off to people. It was pretty good. Rocksteady, thank you. Hey, Justin's here. Rocksteady. I don't know. I would say I would love to do the Joker. I'm a big Punisher fan. I actually have a Punisher shirt. I have a black leather trench coat from my brief stint as a goth, which didn't go well, but I look good in black. This is not the first thing that happened today. Black Widow is out on DVDs and it's not on the shelves. Wow. I think no one wants to buy Black Widow. I mean, would you want to pay even like $20 for the DVD? I mean, I know some of you liked it. That's okay. But I don't think people are really that interested about Black Widow. People are still talking about Shang-Chi 2 weeks out. People are not really talking about Black Widow, especially considering what happened with what's her face. But because they are, yep, exactly. Rocksteady, thank you. Here we go. When are you going to wrestle Austin? I guess I don't know. You know, it'd be great if Austin was like did Stone Cold Steve Austin and I did The Rock, and we just did like a wrestling match. I don't know how big Austin is. Like for all I know, he could be like 6'2". I'm 5'10" and some change, but I don't know how tall Austin is. He's skinny, but like I don't know how tall he is. I've never met Austin or Ty for that matter, like face to face. So, but yeah, we could do an arm wrestling match, or just like we could do a fake match. One of those sock and boppers. Cosplay Superboy. Yeah. Do it for a live stream. Too many excuses for the dress wearing. Yeah, too many excuses. Hey. If I will say this, when I put that Joker's outfit with the dress, it was comfortable. I'm not gonna lie to you, it was kind of comfortable. If I could find the photos, I would have to look for the photos of me. But when you watch the pop culture logo, you'll see someone dressed as a Joker. That was me. I could find it for you right now, but I'd have to literally stop the show to go find them in my computer. But yeah, I mean, again, Warner Brothers. I really hope Danny David Zaslav, Mr. Zaz. We should just call him Mr. Zaz. His name is David Zaslav, but it looks like the dude who cuts himself every time he kills someone, Mr. Zaz. He should come in like Mr. Zaz and cut Toby Emmerich out, cut Jeff Johns out, cut Walter Amada out, and say, okay, let's move forward with the DCEU. Who can we bring in to do another Justice League movie? If only we had a Justice League movie that was insanely popular. Oh, wait, let's get Zack Snyder. And look, Zack is doing his own thing at the moment. He's working on Rebel Moon, and he's doing the whole Army of the Dead universe. So he has time to do that. Give some space. Do Zack Snyder's Justice League 2 for the dress wearing. I'm telling you, they're comfortable, man. I get it, man. I'm like, oh, man, this is so much more comfortable. Mr. Zaslav. Yeah, Mr. Zaslav. There we go. He's now Mr. Zaslav. Oh, my God. All right, so officially, Chris Nolan. Arguably one of the best directors of all time, the best directors here. I'm sure we could argue whether he's actually that good or not, but I think he is someone who has definitely left an impression, has been confirmed, is going to Universal. So Chris Nolan takes World War II film to Universal after nearly 20 years with Warner Brothers. I want you to think about this. He has been with Warner Brothers since, I think, 2005. The film he did with them, I think it was called Insomnia. That was his first film, which I think had Al Pacino in it. All right. Inception, The Prestige, all three Dark Knight movies, Tenet, Dunkirk. These have all been great successes for Warner Brothers, and they let him go. And I think he was in a tricky position where, like, even if he did come back, people will say, oh, they just paid you more money. He stood by his principles. And look, Universal, they're a big studio. Universal, by the way, has had the biggest movie this year in terms of box office, Fast 9. And you have the Fast 9 franchise, and then you bring Christopher Nolan in, you now have two rock-steady cornerstones to build money on. Props Universal. Universal said, hey, we're not doing any dual release. We're not going to put it on Peacock or whatever Universal has. We're going to put it only in theaters, and it paid dividends, literally. It's the highest grossing movie right now in the world. It's at $700 million. Whether you like those movies or not, it made bank. And now they have Christopher Nolan. And he's taking a World War II movie to them. So I guess that would be a second World War II movie. But I want you to think about that. Warner Brothers, even with the outside of the Snyder Cut, seems to be dropping the ball. The one ball they don't seem to be dropping, and I got to say I was impressed with this trailer, is the fourth Matrix movie. How many of you guys are fans of The Matrix? Oh, Tarantino, I think, is a better director than Chris Nolan. I think Tarantino is the best director alive right now. But Tarantino is definitely in that debate. But there's a new Matrix movie coming out, and a lot of people are asking the question, how is Neo alive? And I wanted to mention that the answer for how is Neo alive is actually kind of implied in the first film. Let me give you why. When Neo first joins the Matrix, or he leaves the Matrix, he's with Morpheus. Morpheus says that there was a legend of a man who was the first person to break out from the Matrix and led the revolution. After that man died, it was prophesied that he would come back. And of course, that was Neo. They never really quite explained how that guy died and came back as Neo. We don't know. So if Neo could come back once already, he could just as easily come back a third time for whatever this movie is. Now, part of me looks at this and I was like, you know what? This almost looks like a soft reboot. You know, he's in the Matrix. He takes blue pills. New Morpheus, the guy from Candyman, comes up to him, offers him the red pill. He takes it. They have a kung fu thing. And now he's going to learn about the Matrix. I think that we're being kind of misled. I think the story is going to be different. Yeah, the first movie is phenomenal. There were parts of the second one I liked. Third one I could not finish. I was upset about that. Drifter says, I gotta go see. Hope the stream is going around 7 p.m. I get home at a time due to martial arts class. Well, here's the good news. If you are not able to watch the stream live, you can watch it afterwards. You can even make some comments, make some jokes, make fun of things, make fun of people. Speaking of which, Andrew Garfield. We've been wondering whether he's in Spider-Man No Way Home. I don't know. But there was a leaked image. We will not show that leaked image here. One, because we don't want to get taken down. And second of all, honestly, we don't want to be those types of people that tries to get views by showing a banned image. But Drifter, go to karate class. We will be here. If we're not here when you come back, I'll be at Quizzo. You can always catch up and watch what happened. Yeah, there was leaked video. Was it video? See, again, this is why I needed Austin. But here we go. Here's the thing. I think that these are being done on purpose. I think that this is done specifically to build up hype. Because people saw the trailer. The trailer's building hype. What do? You have a beautiful ice cream sundae. So now you put some sprinkles on it. Now you put some M&Ms on it. Now you throw some Reese's peanut butter. And then you put a cherry on top. They are going to milk this. Because look, Black Widow didn't do so well after the first week. Shang-Chi is doing okay. Eternals, I don't know how Eternals will do. Will it do better than Shang-Chi? Probably. You got a star-studded cast. Let's see how Shang-Chi. But this one, Spider-Man Far From Home, will be a huge movie. Delta variant or not, or whatever other variant they come up with now between now and whenever this December, people are going out to see this movie. All right? If they shut down the theaters, fans will break down the barriers like it's the Berlin Wall or like it's the Capitol, too soon, and watch Spider-Man No Way Home. And this is Disney saying, guys, you're going to want to see this one. And if he's in it, and Alfred Molina's in it, and the Green Goblin is in it, we all know that Tobey Maguire has got to be in it. But I think this leak was not an accident. I think whoever took the photo or the video or whatever it was, not an accident. This was done intentionally. This is done to build the hype up. because the second film made $1 billion. It was the first Spider-Man movie to make $1 billion. The other ones made a lot of money. But if they're going to, I think this could do Avengers Infinity War level numbers. Maybe not hit 2 billion, but 1.8, 1.9 billion. That would be huge. Could you imagine if that happened? Spider-Man 3, Spider-Man No Way Home making 1.8 billion, 1.7 billion for a solo movie. That would be a huge deal. We had all this with WandaVision, with people predicting who would appear at the end. I think this is another example, and neither Toby or Andrew will appear. Well, now because of the leaked image, we know they are. And we also know that, I think we confirmed it. We had a source. I think Austin had a source, or Caden had a source. One of them had a source that Matt Murdock is going to be in it. He says, I'm Canadian, so no, it's not too soon. Yeah. No chance with COVID with the USA. People who are going to the movies are still going to the movies. I mean, let me tell you what I've seen in theaters just this year. All right. I'm going to I got that. Here we go. This is the list of movies that I've gone to see. Starting with Wonder Woman, Unholy, Spiral, A Quiet Place 2, Conjuring 3, F9, Forever Purge, Old, The Green Knight, Suicide Squad, Don't Breathe 2, Night House, Candyman, Shang-Chi, and Respect. That's about 15 films, and I'm not going to stop. I'm going back to the movies whenever a new movie comes out. I'm going to see Halloween Kills in theaters with my Michael Myers mask. Well, you know what? That might not be a good idea to wear the mask to the movie theater. But I'll be like, hey, I don't have a cloth mask, so I brought this mask. But yeah, it's going to be pretty exciting. Really, really exciting stuff. So I'm going to be going there. Oh, no, that was Austin thinking he saw something he didn't in the trailer. No, Austin does have a source. He has a source. But he's going to be in it. But yeah, are any of you not going to go to the theaters to see it because you're afraid of the pandemic? I'm kind of curious because I'm vaccinated and all my friends and family were vaccinated. Even if you're not vaccinated, you should get vaccinated. But is there anyone who would not go to the theater to see it because they're afraid of maybe catching it again or catching it for the first time? That's a legit concern, but I think people are at a place right now where they're willing to move on. Yeah, true. I'm a movie buff, and people who visit the cinema regularly, this film will suffer due to COVID. We also don't know if the movie will appear in China after Shang-Chi. Yeah, you're right. The Chinese, I don't know. Last movie I saw in theaters was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Actually, that was last movie I saw in theaters before the pandemic was Rise of Skywalker, I think. Oh, no, wait. No. During the pandemic, after the first lockdown ended, I saw Tenet in theaters. And then I didn't see any other movies that year. And then 2020 came along. 2021 came along. I'm like, I'm seeing everything. But yeah, so here's the thing. The general public right now, and I understand people are scared, but if you're vaccinated, you don't have to be afraid. Even in movie theaters near me, they're not requiring the masks. And if they do have requirements, they're not really enforcing it. I think people are ready to move on with their lives. That's not to say that you don't take the threats seriously. If you have health issues, autoimmune issues, stuff like that, then yeah, okay, I get it. But if you're like everyone else, you're young, healthy, or relatively healthy, you've been vaccinated, go out. Go see the movie. Go see the movie. Have fun. Take a risk. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. By the way, I do not give medical advice. Please consult your doctor before you go to see the movie. But if you got the vaccine, go. Have fun. Have popcorn. When I went to see Shang-Chi, it's the first Marvel movie I've seen in theaters since Black Widow. Black Widow was kind of dead. I was the first person. As soon as that dun, 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 Marvel, I went, woo! And everyone started cheering. It was great to hear an audience behind you. Because most of the movies I just saw, the theater was like sparsely populated. But with Shang-Chi, the theater was packed. Not one empty seat in the IMAX. And we all started cheering. I took my 70-year-old dad. He's fine. Everyone was fine. We had a blast. And then we had deep dish pizza afterwards. Go out to the movies, man. Remember my Jack Attack from like week 3 or 4? Go out and support the movie industry. Let me tell you why. For those of you who are nerds, like me, arcades, comic book stores, cinemas, the mall, those are the places that we used to congregate. Those are the places we used to go to get away from the rest of the world's BS. You know, while I was in high school, everyone cares about the big football game. I was like, dude, X-Men 2 is coming out. Ah. And that's where you went to hang out with your friends. You went to the mall. You went to the arcade. Those two are pretty much gone. Movie theaters and comic book stores are next. These are industries that once they're gone, they're not going to come back. The video store is gone. And honestly, I'm paying more now to rent an old movie than I did when the video store was around. Old releases did not cost $5 to rent. If I wanted to rent, let's say, a classic film like Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho, you would go to the video store and it would be there for $1.99 because it's an old movie. Now, if I want to watch it, it's $4.99 for HD, $5.99 if you want it in 4K. And part of me is like, man, I could have gone to the video store and rented it for like $3. Now, am I saying they should go back to that system? No, but I'm saying you did lose something. You're paying more money to watch a movie that you may not enjoy. And it sucks that you have to pay more for 4K. I'm like, I already paid more for 4K. I got the damn TV. So things like that, the movie theater, you don't want to lose. That's why we do our thing from Showcase. The reason we do it is we're trying to encourage you guys to go out. They're taking precautions. They're wiping down seats and everything. I know when I stick around through the credits of the movie, they're already inside cleaning, wiping, sanitizing, scratching, scraping. You can eat off those seats. Go out to the movies. Go out to the movies. So, all right, I believe we have early reviews for Venom 2. So I'm going to go up to Twitter and let there be carnage. All right, I'm going to pull up the screen right now. Early reactions to Venom. Now, I sometimes am hesitant about these early reactions for the simple fact that, well, they tend to, whoa, what just happened there? They tend to be people who have just seen the movie. And here we go. Oh, I think me and Caden both did it. All right. I think we both did it. Here we go. Here we go. We got the early reviews. I cannot read that. But you know what? Yeah, let's put mine up there, and I'm going to increase the fonts a little bit. I'm going to increase the font a little bit so that you guys can see it a little bit better. Okay, here we go. You are what you eat. Feast on the new trailer. There. Here we go. So this is from You Go and Cosplay. Thank you, Sony Pictures and Andy Serkis, for such a fun ride with Venom. Ooh, look at that. Check that out. Molly Dunn says, absolutely buzzing. From this film, it was so good, and it was honestly so amazing to be able to see it a month early. See, sometimes when they say stuff like that, I get a little bit worried that basically what they're just doing is they can't badmouth the movie because they want to come back for the next film. So, because I remember when Rise of Skywalker came out, people were talking about it like it was a godsend. Folks, give me one. Sorry about that. Everyone always calls me. Here we go. And anyway, when Rise of Skywalker came out, every review right out of the movie was like, this is the greatest thing since sliced bread. And then you actually saw what a piece of crap the movie was. But let's see. Here we go. Guys, go and see this movie and thank them afterwards because they did an amazing job. Applause, Andy Serkis. My lips are firmly sealed. Ah. Well, I can wholeheartedly say that Venom.
Yeah. Before said, promise me you spoilers for this movie.
Kate, you sound like RoboCop. Oh, there we go. Sometimes it happens with the microphones. He'll be back. Well, I can say wholeheartedly that Venom movie was absolute carnage. I loved it so much. Thank you, Cineworld, for having us. You didn't notice how they kind of thank who saw it? Well, let's see. They got their movie pass. They're going to promote it. Okay. Emotionally invested in Tony Khan Stan. Yeah, Tony Khan. All right. Go ahead, Caden.
Yeah, because so there was someone took a video of like he said if you were going to record anything right now, record me saying this, and he was saying you promise me you won't tweet out anything about this movie that is spoilers, the after credits, whatever it is, because this is something that me and Andy have worked on for the past couple years. It's very special to us. We don't want anyone to get this ruined.
Yeah,
So
I forgot.
and
Andy
the,
Serkis is directing it. Yeah.
yeah, and also like someone did like someone's teasing the hell out of the end credits. Like people are asking them questions like, "Oh yeah, is this happening?" And then like they're like, "Oh, maybe you just have to wait and see." Hashtag it's all connected or hashtag no way home. It's like they're like basically spoiling it without spoiling it.
Yeah. Yeah. When does it come out? What's the official release date for Venom? Let There Be
For
Carnage.
the US, it's October 1st. For everywhere else, it's October 15th.
Okay, so we're talking about 2 weeks from this Friday. In fact, we're probably going to be at Showcase doing the premiere over there. But here's the thing: Austin wasn't a huge fan. I liked the first one, but I only watched it once. I wasn't like I got to see it again, like I was with Infinity War or No Way Home. But I respect that it was different. And that's kind of been my issue with these movies, that they're different. And
yeah, I expressed my issues with this. Like, I expressed my issues with this one before, obviously, before seeing the film. Just presentations about my concerns were like, like the idea of the symbiotes were status and class based off of their color and based off of their weapons. Like so Venom was the very low of the the Venom, the one we know, is the very low, while Riot, the one that he faced off, was the very high one. And then we saw Toxin, we saw Shriek, and we saw like the other two. We saw 4 other ones in the first Venom movie, and they all died because of the host that they were in died as well. So it's like, so my concern is because we like the way they end on Venom with Riot is that it seemed like Riot went to Cletus and attached to him. So I wonder, and then in the trailer it shows that Cletus bites Tom Hardy, bites Eddie, and doesn't get blood but gets the symbiote. So I'm very confused. Does he have Riot and then the Riot symbiote absorbs Venom, or does he get the Venom symbiote and becomes Carnage?
That's
because
interesting.
I'm and then also like because and they also are setting up Toxin and Shriek in this movie, but Toxin and Shriek are already dead though.
Yeah.
So I'm very confused on if this is a different version of Toxin and Shriek. So and they're also setting up 3 new symbiotes in one movie that is a movie that's only 50 to 60 minutes long of footage with 30 minutes of credits and non-credits and all that stuff. So it's like it's very conflicted on how this movie's going to work.
Okay. That's interesting. That's really interesting because they do change origins in movies so many times.
Yeah, they do.
Simple as he hit him and now he's got the symbiote. Now he's got the Carnage.
Yeah, and it's going to be different to see how they do with Carnage because it also shows in the trailer that Carnage is able to hold these weapons and stuff. So I definitely think it's gonna be where it's like he's attached to Riot, like Riot is already with him, but Riot needs more symbiote to become bigger, and when he bites Eddie, he doesn't get blood, what he thought he was gonna get. He got the symbiote, so that's what attaches to him. But I wonder why he changed colors though. Why is he red rather than silver?
Okay. Here's my question. We know this is not officially part of the MCU, it's its own thing. But if this movie, I'm like, look at this review here.
Okay, well,
if
that's the thing. Like,
could they just say, "Oh yeah, it is part of the MCU"? We just
that's the thing that the person I was talking about that was teasing the hell out of the post-credit scene.
Oh, there we go. Oh my God, stay for the credits.
Yeah. Like everyone's teasing the credit scene when like Tom said don't spoil it. There's there's 2 people that already has spoiled it.
Okay, so we're not gonna mention the spoilers.
No, but basically, it sounds fine. It's whatever, but it varies questionable.
Okay, and you never know; they could change the ending, and
Yeah, this is a big fan test screening, like where it's a quote unquote premiere, but it's a test screening still technically, so they can
still go back.
They can go get the other version of the credit scene that they want and put it
Here's
in,
the thing,
or they can put the both in.
Mobius is part of this universe. Am I correct?
The Venom verse.
We don't know because Michael Keaton's in it, but is he playing the same?
It's very confusing if Morbius is connected to the MCU or Raimi's verse or the Sony universe or whatever it's called now, because they change it like every month. What it's called, they change it to Sony's Sony S universe of Marvel characters. It was Sony's universe of Marvel characters SUMC, but then they changed it to SSU recently. But I'm trying to figure out why it's a SSU. Sony. What is S? What's that S?
Yeah, guys, are you able to see this? Because I'm trying to increase the font so you guys can read it a little bit. You can see it. Okay. Yeah. I'm trying to increase the font. So this is
Tom Hardy looks like Rick Flag there in that picture.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, Tom, he's all tatted up and stuff. But this is trending. This is the Cineworld Leicester Square first fans viewing of Venom Let There Be Carnage. So this is all out. I mean, look at this photo right here. That looks like a really cool screen. If it loads. Oh, if it doesn't load. And I might just, there we go. That's a huge screen. Look at the way that's built. It's got a nice curve to it. I always thought movie theaters should do more of that, like curve your theaters instead of making them like just straight on. But that's pretty cool. Okay, so I think this is here we go. But this is 341 tweets. I'm going to refresh this page. Let's see if anything new comes up. Hopefully people don't spoil it. We'll make sure if anything comes up, we'll take it down. Here we go. That's the same ones. This is Hugo and cosplay. There we go. Taking pictures with the cast. Here we go. Molly Dunn. Absolutely buzzing from this film, and it was so good, and honestly, it was so amazing being able to. Okay, we saw this one. My lips are firmly sealed. So now I'm really kind of curious what that post-credit scene is going to be. I'm not going to speculate just because I don't want to give away.
Someone else said, oh, wait, no, that's the post. Someone said Venom Let There Be Carnage is one of the best Sony Universe Marvel characters films to date. Despite what the trailers may show you, this is a beautiful, heartbreaking film that I think could be major play in the Oscars next year. Hardy and Harrelson both give their 100% in the roles it really shows. Just how that's the other one. Venom Let There Be Carnage is the most batshit insane film on the year and marked improvement of the first film. It absolutely flies by. Woody Harrelson delivers this clear casting a villain I want to see live action for ages. Stay for the credits. The biggest strength of Let There Be Carnage is its frantic pacing of exhilaration, matching the kinetic energy Tom Hardy has with himself and Woody Harrelson. Woody Harrelson is relishing as Cleus in Carnage and is perfect for the role. OMG, stay for the credits. Sony does it again. This isn't just another comic movie. It's one of the best action movies ever. Great performance is fairly funny. A fitting end to Natasha's journey while also saying what's next. Go see it. Natasha.
So a lot of good buzz. I love how it says right here.
I'm very confused on who they're talking about. Natasha.
Sorry, hold on. I did that, but I saw let this footage play where we're talking about this. So, folks, we're going to be at Showcase talking about this. Now, these early reviews have got me a little bit hyped. But Ben made an interesting point right here. This movie's success will only enhance my belief Sony are breaking away from Marvel and going it alone. Well, you know what? They make a lot of money with those video games. They make a lot of money. Games.
But then again, they're not as crazy successful. The Venom wasn't as crazy successful as they thought it would be. But again, everyone has in their minds that every single film they do is going to make $1 billion, which should not be the case anymore.
Shout out Cox Internet, guys.
Yeah. Remember the one time you had to run down the street or something, and I was like,
"Yeah, I almost had to do that again." And thankfully, right before I was going to do that, to go down and call Cox, it went back up.
Oh, jeez.
I was going to walk down.
Weather there or anything like that?
No, it's just I do live in the Southwest, so I'm right by the mountains and Red Rock and all that area and the desert. So I'm literally right outside the desert. I don't live. I know everybody thinks Vegas is the Strip and stuff. I don't live near there.
Yeah. Here we go. We're going over the reviews, and they're really good. Go ahead, Kate.
Right.
Well, so you guys, you know how we were talking about the Andrew Garfield photo and video? Well, the person who quote unquote leaked it did a video saying how I trolled the internet.
Oh.
But then again, it's like, but like people that, you know, it's, I think Sony contacted that person and said to do like that video.
Maybe. I was suggesting earlier that I think it could be planned, that even something like this is all planned to like get you hyped up.
Of course it is, guys. Come on. Look at how over the top Andrew Garfield gets when he's asked about it. It's not like this simple.
Jimmy Fallon?
It's not that. Yeah, I saw that. It's not the simple, like, you know, from the rest of the actors that are like, no, or I haven't heard that right. He's so over the. Oh, I want to manage your expectations, and all you guys are blah, blah,
It's
blah.
funny. It's funny. Someone has a meme where it's like the two side by side, but with Andrew, it's like Andrew has a film that's coming out with with the real life of Tammy Faye, and so
Right.
people are gonna ask him, and where he's doing press for a movie. Well, Tobey Maguire just walked into a park, and someone asked him, "Are you in No Way Home?" And he said yes, and took a picture with the person, and it's like, wow, Tobey is like has nothing to promote right now. He's just walking through parks and walking in stores, taking pictures of people saying yes, and then Andrew's in the hot chair like sweating.
That's a little much.
And like, I'm a werewolf, I'm the werewolf, and all this stuff. Or like, I'm not, or any of Charlie also like that. It's like, oh my god. And then Toby is just like walking in parks and stores and libraries. It's like, yeah, I'm in it. It's like,
Hold on. Time you're watching, if we showed a clip of that Jimmy Fallon interview from the official Jimmy Fallon page.
We can watch it. We watched it on Jarbo's show last night. Yeah, we can watch that.
Okay, because I was thinking like, okay,
Yeah, we can. Yeah,
oh, wait.
we can watch it because he didn't pull it. He obviously, in fact, Fallon said the photo's been taken down. Which there's just a lot of weird stuff about that interview that's like, Fallon, why are you asking this? Because it's obvious.
There's a video and a photo. He should say there's a video and a photo. Fallon knows
in the
it's real.
movie.
He
There's
knows
a
it's real.
video. There's photo. There
He
is
knows it's
like
real. He just has
it's
to also play it off where
it's
because again
ridiculous.
wait, is Fallon under? Isn't Fallon ABC?
yeah.
So yeah,
Isn't
Disney.
he NBC?
But
No,
even
that's
then,
Kimmel.
I feel like they would kind of like, how do I put it? They probably told them ahead of time. They're like, guys, we're gonna ask you about this. It could be, you know, again, staged to some degree.
Yeah,
you know, like
stage for
make-
sure.
Like, you know, why don't you get upset
Oh wait,
about
no,
this?
yeah, Jimmy Fallon is NBC. So
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Jimmy Kimmel is ABC. So that's that's
and
interesting.
CBS is Colbert. All right, you guys
Yeah.
can see this, right? I'm gonna hit play and tell me if there's. Give me a thumbs up if the audio is okay on your end.
Tony-winning and Oscar-nominated actor.
Oh, right, super. There's an echo.
The Eyes of Tammy Faye. Guys, have to see this. It's amazing. It is in theaters this Friday. Please welcome
Better?
Andrew Garfield, ladies and gentlemen. That's my man. That's what I'm talking about, buddy. Yes. Oh my God, you are great in this movie, buddy. I want to talk about it. It's good to see you. How you
I
doing?
might see this weekend.
It's good to see you too.
If it comes out, the Tammy
very,
Faye
very
one.
The
happy
echo's
to
back.
be here virtually. I wish I could be there in person. I'm in Calgary, a little bit stuck here doing a show, but
I
it's
mute
lovely
you.
to be
It's-
able to talk to you. How are you?
I'm good. I appreciate you coming on the show, as we all do. Yeah, what do you see? We have an audience. We're coming back, buddy. When it was the seats
I
always
feel
open.
it.
Seats always open for you. It's Broadway week here on our show, and
Woo!
we are honoring a bunch of amazing Broadway shows, and you are a Tony winner. I absolutely. You know the stage pretty well. You know anything can happen in live theater. Did anything ever happen to you during a live performance?
Is it gone?
It was a mess up. We were like, oof, this is gonna be tough to work through.
My butt was facing the audience for a prolonged period of time during
We can
Angels
hear-
in America.
You can kind of skip all
I'm in the
this
middle
to
of a
the-
fight with
Yeah,
Gabriel. And if you know the show, that makes sense. If you don't, wrestle, and like, why aren't we going?
And
Yeah,
into
keep
the
going.
air?
your butt is facing the audience.
Oh, and this is where it gets really awkward. The stage.
Yeah, keep going.
Keep going.
So sorry, ladies.
Yeah.
Like when we figure out this technical.
Dude, what else can you do? You look like a
All right,
stud
let's
in the
see.
cover of Variety here. Right?
Is it around here? Keep going.
Going.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here we go.
Internet of you. There's a photo going around on the internet of you and Tobey Maguire on the set of Spider-Man. Yeah, the new Spider-Man movie. And I was like, wow,
I'm not sure about that.
He's like, as soon as he says him and Toby, he's like,
we're pretty sure. We're pretty sure about it, so we know what's up. Do you know what's up? What I'm telling you is, you're in the new Spider-Man No Way Home. Congratulations!
Wait, what?
Yes, congratulations!
Oh my god!
You're gonna be in it. Yeah, that's exciting, right?
I had no idea. Like,
have you seen the photo?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, you wouldn't see the photo because you're in the photo.
No, it's not possible to see a photo that you're in.
That's correct.
No, I
I'm the worst detective ever. How could you be in this if you're there? It's a photo. I am the worst detective.
Well, if you show me the photo, I can tell you whether it's me or whether it's a real thing.
It's been erased. It's been erased off the internet.
Oh, how convenient, Detective Fallon.
I'm just saying. Yeah, it's been erased, but it was around, and we all saw it. And
I heard about it, and I did see it, and it's a Photoshop.
Whatever.
We say no.
I'm trying to manage expectations. You say no. Oh, you say no. Yeah.
He could easily deny and just be like, look, the photo's fake, but I am not in this movie.
Expectations.
We should reshoot. They got to reshoot the film.
Listen, if they want to give me a call at this late stage of the game, I'm sitting here in my tracksuit.
Have you seen the trailer? I know you're a Spider-Man fan because we've talked about when you were Spider-Man, but have you seen the trailer to this new one?
I have, and I'm excited, and I think that Tom Holland is just the perfect Peter Parker and Spider-Man.
You hear that, Austin? You hear that, Austin?
Oh yeah, no.
And I get to just like be a fan again, which is my preferred position, to be able to sit in the audience and just kind of go, yeah, you screwed up, mate. You didn't do it as well as you could have done. Like I get to be that guy that's just like, yeah, I don't really love the suit, and I don't really love it. I get to be that person, which is much more fun.
I want to talk to you because, man, you totally transform in this movie, The Eyes of Talent.
So is that pretty much it right there? I think he's going back.
I'm telling you, you guys. Andrew, I give it to him. He's a phenomenal actor.
I watched a phenomenal actor. Video of the breakdown of the deep fake or whatever. That dude who posted that as a poser, he didn't really make that. It's like he's trying to make a video how to make a deep fake, but it's not like he only shows it where he got the face from. He doesn't show where he got the suit or got the Toby hand from. He doesn't explain where he got the background from because we haven't seen that background before. But we know it's from the No Way Home set because of people posting the bigger version of that. So yeah, the video's real.
Okay.
Yeah, I think look.
I haven't seen it.
Everybody in December is going to be going, wow, Andrew's a pretty darn good actor. I mean, look, he's been nominated for an Oscar. He's good.
Tell from his body language, his hand signals are saying no.
You don't think, Benson, he's studied body language and all that stuff?
As an actor.
Dude, how many times have it? And I'll be honest with you. At this point, I will say this. I'm annoyed and pissed off that they keep asking him. Leave it alone.
Yeah, I would leave it alone too.
This is getting ridiculous and annoying. Fallon should have known better, especially as the professional that he is. Like, I don't know what he was doing there.
I think it was staged like, we're gonna ask you about this, and you just.
But that's the thing that doesn't make any sense. He's Universal, dude. He doesn't get to play those types of games. Look at every Marvel thing that's premiered in the last couple of years has been on Jimmy Kimmel. And Jimmy Kimmel gets them first because he's ABC. So that I don't buy that it's staged. I think Fallon was being playful, and as he's a likable guy and all that, and started asking about it. But I don't think it was. I mean, he obviously gets uncomfortable. I mean, look, he lies throughout the entire thing. At first, he goes, "I haven't seen it." And then he ends it with, "I've seen it, and it's a fake." But at first, he's like, "I don't know what you're talking about."
I think it's a big conspiracy.
Dude.
Hold on. I think it's a big conspiracy. I think Andrew
my
Garfield is just trying to make some money off of this. No one wants to see the Tammy Faye film. All right. I think it's all fake.
Oh man, I'm telling you right now.
Me and Kane keep clicking on the same things.
Yeah, it's
At this point,
like me and Ty sometimes. We know exactly what to click, and it's like
I'm telling you guys, I think
Vincent, I understand that
you guys are going to be disappointed in the fact that he lied so much about it.
He is a Broadway actor. Broadway actors do body movement acting.
Yeah,
like
the
body language acting. So because it's like it's in your face, it's in real time.
Not with him. He's a good actor. He's a good actor. People don't give him a lot of credit. I'm telling you. I think this kid is in No Way Home for sure. For sure.
Yeah, and like none of us are saying the movie's going to be about him, but he's probably going to have a moment. Look, if we already know that Alfred Molina and I can't remember the guy who plays Green Goblin. I blanked on his name earlier.
Right, Willem Dafoe is there. Jamie Foxx is there.
Jamie Foxx is in there.
Again, that's and I made that point. It would behoove them to bring back those people, and not bring back the Spider-Man.
Yeah,
like why would you bring back the villains from the older movies and hurt yourself by?
Like,
hold on, and hurt yourself by teasing all of this. Like, you're already getting the fan expectations super high just by telling us Doc Ock, Fox, and Dafoe are in there.
Yeah.
Like, no matter what, like, if you didn't have it, you're in for a disappointment. And I think Feige knows.
Dickovich is back in No Way Home as well as Craven Hunter, as he was supposed to be revealed to be Craven Hunter in Spider-Man 4. I'm joking.
Really?
Austin's face got like because someone said we need Dickovich in No Way Home. So I was like,
we don't.
Yes, he is in No Way Home. And
really
he is playing Craven Hunter.
We are. Hold on. It's September, October, November. We're
Benson's
3 months away from this movie coming
hired
out.
by Sony. Benson, we know you're in the Sony Marvel contract, so you don't have to.
Hold on. Now, Benson, I'd like to address because look, the Mephisto stuff, was. I honestly don't know what to say about the Mephisto stuff because you cannot tell me that those hints and those teases weren't there. Come on, like I was really pissed off when the writer came out and said, "Yeah, I didn't even know about the character Mephisto." I was like, they should fire that person immediately. So I admit, right, that things got a little weird or a little too high there. Now with the Doctor Strange stuff, I disagree because that was teased by Marvel themselves.
Yeah.
Like, that was stuff that was planned. But as Feige said, right, it's, he didn't want the white savior thing, whatever that was about. But, certain aspects, yes, I think the Mephisto thing, but still, I think they could use that, man. I'm looking at this. Look, Marvel doesn't do, and Disney doesn't do anything by chance or just because. Shang-Chi and Eternals probably won't show in China. Marvel is starting to now get to a place where they're accepting that. It was done and said Shang-Chi's not showing in China. So Marvel now can take that as, I think, look, that's an open door. That's an open opportunity.
Yeah.
All right. What was holding them back from doing Mephisto, doing these things? And
stuff? Go ahead and do it. And you know what?
Go ahead, do it. Exactly.
China was actually doing pretty well, but for the last 10 years under Xi Jinping, in case you're watching, I'm a huge fan. But other people have said that he has made it a lot more totalitarian, especially in terms of content.
Oh yeah, no, he's a dictator.
If you're watching,
he's a dictator, and our wonderful previous president, Mr. Trump, didn't bat an eye when he decided to become, president for life. So. Thanks, Mr. United Peace, and I'll tell you what, Trump's a piece of shit. Anyways, that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah.
You will probably get that on Disney Plus Day, November 12th. Noel.
You know what Marvel should do? Hey, China, the people of China, bootleg our movie if they won't let you watch it.
Oh, they will. You already know they will.
No, but tell them to do it. Tell them, like, hey,
they're
you guys
far more
can watch
smarter in advance than us. They'll have the movie 2 weeks before we do, I bet you. Those guys are good. I trust them. The people, that is. But I mean, look, I think I think She-Hulk and Moon Knight are going to be cool. But I'll tell you what, with this whole Venom stuff, I think, like you said, right, audiences are going to like it. They're going to come out and say it's the early screening and all that stuff. I think critics are going to ravage this movie.
Oh, yeah.
I think critics are going to tear this thing to pieces. I'm the more I hear about it, the more concerned I get. And I get, we talked about it, and the first Venom to me is an anomaly. I don't understand. I know Venom is popular because of the Spider-Man character, and he is, entertaining and all that. So if it would behoove this movie to focus more on action than dialogue and story, to be honest, because they did, the first one didn't do very good at that, and it proved, I think this is going to be an interesting one to see how audience will receive this one. If it's like the first one, I want to see if they'll take it again, if it'll be as liked and as received, or if they want a change.
Got like Suicide Squad reviews almost.
It's 80, yes, but the audience gave it an 80%, over 80% on Rotten Tomatoes. The tomatoes.
You say tomato, I say tomatoes.
Exactly. I gave it a 4. I hate that movie. I did not like it. But
we're wrapping up soon, buddy.
Yeah. Let's see. Ben said Trump did a lot to China massive.
Yeah, let's not go there. I purposely tried to ignore that comment.
Oh God.
Save it for another day.
Oh God. Oh God. They're both. You know what, Benson? I'll give you this. They're both trash, in my opinion. How's that? I fall in that area. They're both terrible. But yeah.
Remember South Park? That episode, you get to vote for a douche or a turd. That's the political system in America.
That's what we had last year, Benson. So
yeah. So one last thing, I do have to head off to Quizzo. By the way, if anyone's in the Philadelphia area, come to Bonks. I'll buy you a beer. One last thing that surprisingly you brought up, not me, and you said we have to do it for me. Benifer. They kissed. Yes. They kissed to watch our viewership.
Just kissed. Let me tell you something. Whoa.
They
debuted this weekend at the Venice Film Festival for Ben Affleck's The Last Duel from Ridley Scott. And they made their official red carpet debut together, which was nice and adorable. And they look phenomenal. Look at them. They look absolutely great. They look happy. They look like they're having fun.
That looks like Batman and Catwoman.
Yep. Very Batman and Catwoman-ish. I mean, look, I'm very happy for them. I think they look great together. They seem like they're having a lot of fun together. Matt Damon said that he was very happy for the two of them, and that it seems like they're in it for the long run. So that's cool. It's good to see them. Good to see that relationship rekindled.
Yeah. Exactly.
Dear God, please no. I don't want the bad.
Oh God, please. No more celebrities. So what is this? There we go. Okay. So Kane's pulled something up. Here we go.
I'm very confused. What are we watching?
I'm trying to find a video where he's saying that that's my girl inside, but I can't find it.
Who's saying that's it? What are you talking about?
Because on Twitter there was a video of him saying that's my girl inside.
Who's him?
Ben Affleck.
Oh.
That's
yeah. Well, we already know that. We already know.
Yeah, I was trying to find the video, but I can't.
Yeah. No, we know it's that's his girl, and you know, we saw the picture. His hand and face is all over that ass, and it will be for quite some time. He said, "Remember, I told you first." Dwayne the Rock. I do think he is going to run for president at some point. I actually do believe that. I do think we're going to get rockified.
Dwayne the President Rock. That's what we're going to call him.
Rock. President Rock. Could you imagine that? Seriously, President Rock, we're under attack. Oh God.
We're going to lay the smackdown on China.
Oh,
Those jabronis. Every State of the Union is going to be like him cutting a promo. Let The Rock tell you jabronis in Congress this. The Rock is going to send you a bill, and you're going to sign it, or The Rock is going to shove his 13-foot boot right up your candy asses. Like, he's got to do it like that.
Yes.
He's got to do it like that. He's got to cut promos.
Oh, boy. Do you smell what the President Rock is cooking?
Oh, boy. So, two other things happened I wanted to talk about, but I didn't have enough time to put it up because I forgot about them. But we can talk about them Thursday. Nicki Minaj kind of getting a little bit of heat because there was a reaction in her family to the vaccine. So there's kind of a battle going on there. And Rose McGowan, actually today would have been perfect because of the recall election, making an accusation about Gavin Newsom's wife and possible cover-up. But I was thinking, let me do some more research into it, and let's talk about it Thursday. It could be something interesting if it were true. She's the only person saying this happened.
That woman says a lot.
Yeah, she does. That's the thing. So we'll see. We'll run in the next 10 years for president. Well, who knows? Maybe he will. Maybe like a scene from.
Oh my God! I know. I saw that, dude. I started laughing. I was like, I'm dead. It's gonna be like a scene from Gulliver's Drop, just crushing everything. I'm
crying because I'm so sad.
With that,
I'll crush the enemies with my thighs, my black and thighs.
Gosh!
Oh my God! The attacker in parentheses going on our fake news list about our COVID tour idiot. Okay, yeah. We're gonna talk about that. I just wanted to bring it up because I thought that was like crazy. According to what
I don't know if you've seen what's happening, but yeah, she's over in California now, promoting the
recall, which makes no sense. I mean, I'm not against the recall because I know Newsom sucks, but like she's kind of to the left, like what's his name, Larry Elder. I don't know why she'd be. I mean, whatever. Whole other conversation, folks.
Exactly.
I want to thank you guys for coming out tonight. We will have a panel discussion tomorrow night on Wednesday. Then Thursday, we're back with Jivin with Jack. And then we usually have something on Friday and Saturday. I think Ty is planning something for the 1-year anniversary, maybe. And then next Monday, we have Lean on Me. How do you guys like Lean on Me? Every Mondays. Is there a set time for that?
7:30 Monday night, 7:30 Pacific Standard, 10:30 Eastern Standard. We are on. We have some fun stuff coming up. So definitely be tuning in to that as always, because I'm always thinking of something interesting to do there.
Yeah, variety show, and I'm excited. And I saw the last episode. Paul shaved his beard. I'm like, dude, he looks so much better now. Yeah, he looks younger. Looks good. I thought he looked good.
Did you know Paul? I think is a year younger than me.
Really, he's younger than you. Okay,
he's a year younger than me. I know. I'm like, he looks like a 35-year-old man with a family and a home. And on that, he works on a construction site. But no, he's but a child, as I'm a child. So
there you go.
Yeah,
maybe he should play the new Wolverine.
But speaking of Paul, actually, guys, real quick, shout out Into the West. Their full interview with Philip Kennedy Johnson is up now, so make sure and check that out over there. But with that, that's it. That's it for me.
That's it for me too, folks. Thanks so much for joining us. It is good to be back. And remember, Ken, get the button ready. We do it for you, and we do it for the culture.